I've earned 30 plus certifications, and I'm here to guide you to success on your exam. Welcome to the Ultimate AB-730 Exam Masterclass. Are you ready to crack the AB-730 exam in one go? You're in the right place. In this session, we'll arm you with powerful insights and hand-picked questions that can make all the difference in your exam performance. We've scanned the web using intelligent crawlers to gather the most critical and high-impact questions, all compiled into one powerful PDF resource. You can download it from the link in the description. Not only will we explore these must-practice questions, but we'll also share real exam experiences and pro tips to give you that competitive edge. Let's dive into the key questions that could shape your success. Question 1. You are using Microsoft 365 Copilot to enhance your productivity in Microsoft Excel. Which 2 tasks can you achieve by using Copilot in Excel? Each correct answer presents a complete the solution. Note: each correct selection is worth 1 point. A. Customize the conditional formatting rules for your data. B. Insert a custom chart that has specific formatting. C. Generate a summary of key insights from your data. D. Build a pivot table based on your data. Correct answer: C and D. Generate a summary of key insights from your data. Build a pivot table based on your data. Explanation: Copilot analyzes datasets to generate insights and automatically builds pivot tables for structured data organization and reporting. Question 2. You are using Microsoft 365 Copilot to enhance your productivity in Microsoft Outlook. Which 2 tasks can you achieve by using Copilot in Outlook? Each correct answer presents a complete the solution. Note: each correct selection is worth 1 point. A. Insert a custom HTML signature that has specific formatting. B. Generate a draft response to an email based on the context of the conversation. C. Create a summary of unread emails in your inbox. D. Customize the folder structure to organize your emails. Correct answer: B and C. Generate a draft response to an email based on the context of the conversation. Create a summary of unread emails in your inbox. Explanation: Copilot drafts contextual email responses and summarizes unread emails to improve inbox management and productivity. Question 3. You have a Microsoft 365 Copilot license. You are preparing a business presentation by using Copilot in PowerPoint. Which 2 tasks can you achieve by using Copilot in PowerPoint? Each correct answer presents a complete the solution. Note: each correct selection is worth 1 point. A. Insert a custom animation for a specific object on a slide. B. Create a slide layout based on the content of your presentation. C. Customize the design theme of your presentation to match your company's branding. D. Produce a summary slide based on the key points in your presentation. Correct answer: B and D. Create a slide layout based on the content of your presentation. Produce a summary slide based on the key points in your presentation. Explanation: Copilot generates structured slide layouts and creates summary slides highlighting important presentation points automatically. Question 4. You are using Microsoft 365 Copilot to enhance your productivity in Microsoft Teams. Which 2 tasks can you achieve by using Copilot in Teams? Each correct answer presents a complete the solution. Note: each correct selection is worth 1 point. A. Mute and unmute participants in a meeting based on their location. B. Create a custom background and add the background to your video calls. C. Create a meeting summary, including key decisions and action items. D. Draft a response to a channel message based on the context of the conversation. Correct answer: C and D. Create a meeting summary, including key decisions and action items. Draft a response to a channel message based on the context of the conversation. Explanation: Copilot produces meeting recaps including decisions and suggests contextual replies in chats and channel conversations. Question 5. A colleague from another company shares a link to a prompt. When you select the link, you receive the following response. Prompt not found. Sorry, it looks like the prompt is no longer available. What is a possible cause of the response? A. The prompt is outdated. B. The prompt is outside of your organization. C. The prompt contains a reference to a file that you do not have access to. D. The prompt is a scheduled prompt. E. The prompt contains a file that has a sensitivity label applied. Correct answer B. The prompt is outside of your organization. Explanation. Prompts shared outside organizational boundaries may be inaccessible due to tenant-level security restrictions. Question 6. You run a saved prompt and receive the following response. You asked for a summary of file.docs. However, the file appears to be either empty, corrupted, or in a format that I cannot process. What is a possible cause of the response? A. You did not schedule the prompt to run. B. You ran the prompt from a web app instead of a desktop app. C. You used the wrong agent to run the prompt. D. You do not have access to the file. Correct answer D. You do not have access to the file. Explanation. Without proper file permissions, Copilot cannot retrieve content, causing file unreadable or inaccessible errors. Question 7. You receive several images from a colleague. You suspect that the images were generated by using Microsoft 365 Copilot. What can you use to verify whether the images were AI generated? A. File names. B. Watermarks. C. Content credentials. D. File descriptions. Correct answer C. Content credentials. Explanation. Content credentials provide embedded metadata confirming whether images were created or modified using AI tools. Question 8. You are a merchandiser who is planning for the upcoming season. You prompt Microsoft 365 Copilot to suggest which products to stock based on historical sales data. Without reviewing the suggestions or checking current market trends, you place a large order based solely on the output of Copilot. What is this an example of? A. Verification. B. Over-reliance. C. Fabrication. D. Prompt injection. Correct answer B. Over-reliance. Explanation. Over-reliance occurs when decisions rely entirely on AI output without human validation or additional review. Question 9. You are comparing the difference between Microsoft 365 Copilot and Microsoft 365 Copilot Chat. What is available in both versions? A. The Researcher Agent. B. Copilot Pages. C. Copilot Notebooks. Correct answer B. Copilot Pages. Explanation. Copilot Pages exist in both versions, enabling structured content creation and reuse across environments. Question 10. You are discussing Microsoft 365 Copilot with a colleague. The colleague asks which data Copilot uses to answer questions when using the work scope. What should you tell your colleague? A. Copilot provides responses based only on data that the user can access and the general knowledge that Copilot was trained on. B. Copilot provides responses based on all the data in your organization's Microsoft 365 environment and the general knowledge that Copilot was trained on. C. Copilot provides responses based only on data that the user can access. D. Copilot provides responses based only on the general knowledge that Copilot was trained on. Correct answer A. Copilot provides responses based only on data that the user can access and the general knowledge that Copilot was trained on. Explanation. Copilot uses user-accessible Microsoft 365 data combined with general training knowledge while respecting security permissions. Question 11. You are a marketing assistant preparing for a budget meeting with your manager. You need to evaluate key spending and performance trends from the last year to understand which marketing channels deliver the best return on investment (ROI). What should you use in Microsoft 365 Copilot to achieve the goal? More than one answer choice may achieve the goal. Select the best answer. A. The analyst agent. B. Chat. C. The researcher agent. D. A notebook. Correct answer A. The analyst agent. Explanation. The analyst agent performs data analysis, calculations, and trend evaluation to generate ROI insights. Question 12. You have several pages in Microsoft 365 Copilot related to the research you are doing for a new product. You need to simplify your ability to have many different Copilot conversations about the pages. What should you do first? A. Create a story. B. Add the pages to a notebook. C. Add the pages to a conversation. D. Download the pages locally. Correct answer B. Add the pages to a notebook. Explanation. Adding pages to a notebook centralizes references for multiple grounded Copilot conversations. Question 13. You are creating a custom analytics agent in the Microsoft 365 Copilot app. The agent will use Microsoft Excel files that contain sales data as knowledge. You need to ensure that the agent can create visualizations, perform mathematical operations, create aggregations, and analyze the data in the files. What should you add to the agent? A. A suggested prompt. B. Code interpreter. C. Image generator. D. A template. Correct answer B. Code interpreter. Explanation. Code interpreter enables calculations, aggregations, data analysis, and visualization capabilities within the agent. Question 14. You create a prompt in Microsoft 365 Copilot to help you create a draft project report. You need the prompt to be available in the Copilot prompt gallery. What should you do first? A. Create a notebook. B. Add an agent. C. Create a page. D. Run the prompt. Correct answer C. Create a page. Explanation. Creating a page allows prompts to be saved and published to the Copilot prompt gallery. Question 15. You create a Microsoft 365 Copilot notebook and add a file named process.docs from a local folder. Yesterday, you updated process.docs in the local folder. What will occur when you chat in the notebook? A. The chat will reference the most recent version of process.docs. B. The chat will reference both versions of process.docs. C. The chat will reference only the original version of process.docs. Correct answer C. The chat will reference only the original version of process.docs. Explanation. Local files are static snapshots. Updates outside the notebook are not automatically synchronized. Question 16. You have several separate Microsoft 365 Copilot conversations. You need to gather the conversations so that you can find them more easily, and the conversations can share the same reference material. What is the best solution to achieve the goal? More than one answer choice may achieve the goal. Select the best answer. A. A notebook. B. An agent. C. An app. D. A page. Correct answer A. A notebook. Explanation. Notebooks organize shared materials and enable consistent contextual grounding across conversations. Question 17. You plan to use a notebook in Microsoft 365 Copilot. What is the purpose of a notebook? A. To create a transcript of a conversation that you can easily email to other users. B. To provide a private location that can be used to organize reference materials across related conversations. C. To generate a summary of all the interactions you had with Copilot during a specific conversation. Correct answer B. to provide a private location that can be used to organize reference materials across related conversations. Explanation: notebooks provide private spaces to organize files and materials across related Copilot conversations. Question 18. You are creating a prompt in Microsoft 365 Copilot to get information about a proposal. You need to ensure that the response is grounded in the proposal's information. What is the best approach to achieve the goal? More than one answer choice may achieve the goal. Select the best answer. A. Add context about the intended audience. B. Instruct Copilot to rely on its training data to infer proposal details. C. Reference the proposal content in the prompt. D. Add a specific goal that you want Copilot to accomplish. Correct answer: C. Reference the proposal content in the prompt. Explanation: referencing the proposal directly ensures responses are based on actual document content. Question 19. You need to improve prompt grounding during a Microsoft 365 Copilot conversation. What is the best approach to achieve the goal? More than one answer choice may achieve the goal. Select the best answer. A. Use shorter prompts. B. Provide the desired output format. C. Avoid technical jargon. D. Reference specific files. Correct answer: D. Reference specific files. Explanation: referencing specific files ensures Copilot uses relevant contextual data for accurate responses. Question 20. You create a Microsoft 365 Copilot notebook and add a file named process.docs from a Microsoft SharePoint site as a reference. Yesterday, a user updated process.docs in the SharePoint site. What will occur when you chat in the notebook? A. The chat will reference only the original version of process.docs. B. The chat will reference the most recent version of process.docs. C. The chat will reference both versions of process.docs. Correct answer: B. The chat will reference the most recent version of process.docs. Explanation: SharePoint files remain dynamically linked, allowing Copilot to access the most recent updated version automatically. Please revise full PDF 2 to 3 times for 100% success. Check the description for the PDF download link and don't forget to subscribe to this channel for upcoming episodes. Thank you.